This is Banu, Suresh, taking you through some prone and supine postures. We likely will get through some prone postures today in today's segment. And in the next segment, I'll take you through some supine. Prone is on your belly. So first, let's come down on our belly. I'm going to teach you a simple way to get into a posture called Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashtanga, 8 limbs, which is basically your chin, chest, your 2 hands, your knees, and your feet. They all make a connection with the earth. So first come down on your hands and knees almost in Marjari, the cat position. I'm going to come down first all the way. Prone position. Chin is to the ground for this one. In most prone positions, Bhujanga Cobra is the only one where you start with the forehead on the floor. Most of the other prone positions, you start with the chin down. Hands on either side of your chest, below the shoulders, so the fingertips are very close to the tops of your shoulders. Your feet are together, the feet are flat for now. Chin is down. You're going to curl your feet and slowly glide your knees. So make sure your knees are close to each other. Glide your knees closer and closer to your upper body. So your buttocks peel off of the ground. Your chest stays down, your knees stay down, and your chin stays down, your hands and your toes. Those are the 8 points connecting with the earth. So slowly, let's try that. Walk your knees up. If this is as high as you want to go today, then stay here. Ashtanga Namaskara. You just want to make sure, I'm going to have to take one hand off to show you. You just want to make sure that this part, there's a gap here between your lower abdominal region and the ground. Slowly, let's uncurl the toes. Press with the palms. Zip your feet together. Inhale. Bring your forehead down. Exhale. At the next inhale, come up all the way. Press with your palms. Let's come up. Bhujangasana. I'm going to come down. Bend your elbows, but keep your elbows close to your body. Keep your feet as close to your body as well, to each other. And also make sure your elbows are close. Come down. Forehead down. Bhujanga or Cobra. Locust. Now you might notice many of the yoga postures are named after animals. So it's probably very rewarding to watch how animals move. That gives you a good sense of how our body is capable of moving as well. Salabha or Locust. For this one, tuck your thumb into the middle of your palm. I'm going to show you one hand, you do the same thing with the other hand. Fold the other 4, so make a little fist over your thumb. Now keep the fist turned upward, turn it over, and tuck it into the groin area. And do the same thing with the other hand. Tuck it into the groin area on the left side. So you just have to make a little adjustment. Going to lift your hip up, either side, place your hands. Now the reason you do that, you're actually giving yourself a little bit of padding for the groin area, just so you don't shake, so it doesn't hurt. Keep your chin down. Now, you want to be sure that you only lift your knees and your feet off of the ground. Do not lift your chin or your chest. Inhale and lift. So I'm going to press down into my hands first, then lift. At the end of your 3rd exhale, slowly lower your knees to the ground. So I'm going to take my hands off and bring my arms out in front of me. Extend both palms out, Navasana or canoe. Just both, not paripurna. Now, not the full boat. This is just Navasana. Boat or canoe. So keep your palms facing each other. You can bring your knees out a little bit for this one. Inhale, you're going to lift your elbows and your knees off of the ground, but we're going to start with our chin down. Inhale. I'm going to bring my palms out just a little more. Inhale and lift. So make a little canoe, make a little boat, a canoe that's going in the deep seas. Your knees are off, your elbows are off. When your knees come off, your feet come off, and your palms come off when your elbows lift. Exhale and release. Now notice something. Every time you do a prone posture, you stretch in prone position, you're actually strengthening your back, but you're also stretching the front of the body. It's like a seated or a prone on your belly. It's like a back bend, but you're on the ground, not standing up. Dhanurasana, Dhanur or bow, archer's bow. You're going to keep your knees, if you wish, for this one you can bring your knees out. It could hurt a little bit if you keep them too close, but when you feel very experienced, you feel very seasoned, you can always bring your knees closer. It's more of a challenge. I'm going to bring my knees out about 4 inches apart. Bend the right leg at the knee. Hold on, hook your right hand onto your right ankle and do the same thing with the other ankle. So I'm going to bring my chin down, hold on to the left ankle with the left hand. Chin is down. Inhale as you come up. First, let's take a deep inhale and exhale first. Make sure you flex your feet so your hands stay nice and secure. Inhale, lift your chin, chest and knees off of the ground. Archer's bow, Dhanurasana. And lift. Now you can do a little bit of a rocking. You can go sideways, rock forward and back. I have difficulty rocking forward and back. I find it more comfortable rocking sideways. It's a nice massage for your glands and organs in the abdominal region. Exhale and release. The next one is almost like a rest posture. You're going to come up, palms down. Keep your knees bent, but keep your knees a little further away from your hands. And this time you're going to lower your elbows down to the ground. Manduka. Manduk is frog, and the main thing about this posture is your belly breath. So you should be able to feel your belly moving in and out. Let's take 3 breaths. Notice my toes are curled in for this one. There's not too much pressure because a lot of the weight is on my elbows. So it's okay for me to keep my toes curled in. It's far more effective, but if it still hurts, you can always keep your feet flat. The last one could be a killer for some of us. Dandasana. Manduka is frog. Danda is plank. So I'm going to bring my hands out about shoulder width apart. Curl your toes in. Going to lift your knees off of the floor. Danda is plank. So the whole body should look. So this is the one, this is a posture that I find it really tough to keep my hips off of the ground. I keep sinking in, but then that changes the name of the posture. So I'm going to take, and I had to use a prop most of the times I do. Try to avoid it. Keep breathing. It builds many of us as women. We do not have very strong arms. I have less arm strength. My quads are much stronger than my arms, but you also need abdominal strength for Dandasana. I will meet you in the supine section of the floor stretches. Namaste.